Aquarius, what's up? Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome to the channel. I'm Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive, and we are doing your weekly reading. I hope that you guys are doing well. I really appreciate you tuning in, all the love and support. Ooh, yeah. So this is Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cross watchers, welcome. The energy is fluid. So if the message resonates, it's meant for you. Not all messages resonate, right? I always feel like it's good to ask a question, have a question in your mind before you start these readings. 10th house, the house of career and achievement. Having that question beforehand kind of gives you a better gauge as to whether, like, this reading is meant for you. I always like people to come away from my channel satisfied, so just know. Just know. We're working to, ooh, that's a lot. Gemini, Taurus, the moon. The duality over what we have, making things emotional. We just are coming off of a new moon in Pisces. We just entered Pisces season. The energy can be a little bit intense. You could be on the Aquarian Pisces cusp. Let's see, Aquarius. Let's see what shakes out for you guys. Highest and best message, right? Woo! That 10th house again, guys. All right. And the waxing gibbous. So when we're kind of moving, working up towards what we're working to manifest in our lives. Slowly plugging away, you know, especially when it comes to like career, the way that we're advancing our life, our livelihood. There's been a lot of change coming through, and this is pretty congruent for most of the signs. Solar eclipse is when like our external circumstances change completely. We're not like necessarily expecting it. It might be a little bit of a revelation, an aha moment, but it gives us that flip of the script, you know, to kind of approach things in a different way, in a different light. So the 4th house is our home. It's our family. It's the way that we feel safe and nurtured and secure. Be mindful of how things are playing on your emotions at this time, especially when it comes to your family. With us being in Piscean season, there's our Gemini right there, duality. With us being in Pisces season, it's kind of making that veil between physical and spirit world like very thin. So it's easier to pick up messages, spirit communication, etc. It's also easier to like feel and sense into people around us, our environment, what they're thinking, what they're feeling. It can be a little bit off-putting too, I'm not gonna lie. Especially if you're dealing with someone who's completely opposite of you, like we see in this Gemini energy. Like I said, Gemini is all about duality, you know, and duality is present everywhere, right? It's the yin and yang, and masculine, feminine. It's the shadow, the light, etc. It's present everywhere in all of us. And a lot of it stems back to how we're communicating, how we're showing up, how we're expressing our truth, where we're at, especially in regards to your home, your family. You're really working steadily with that waxing crescent to kind of like build, grow, and advance. Maybe you have to be a little bit more cognizant about your family when it comes to your career goals or how you're situating yourself, right? I mean, family is a huge player, you know, in our career. Especially if we are like really family-centered people is what I'm hearing, you know, like family's important to you. You like to be with your children, with your partner, etc. But then also like keeping up with the Joneses, like if you're a business person, your career, etc. It can be a lot to juggle, right? Modern day living, whoop whoop. Okay, so 7 of Coins comes out. So you're kind of waiting, right? Waiting on what's happened. I feel like things have changed a lot. I feel like it's a good-ish change. I'm going to say that very loosely because I still feel this underlying tension for you, Aquarius. It's like, yeah, like we're on a new path. We're trying to make things work, but you're not really sure. There still is some hesitancy. Too many cards. I'm going to put them back in and I will start pulling, I promise. But yeah, like a little bit of hesitancy. How is this all going to unfold? Putting a lot of time and energy into the home and the family unit. You've been down this road before, unfortunately, and you know it. Listen to that intuition, those gut instincts. It's almost like a repeated cycle out of laziness, out of apathy. Whether that's you or the other person or situation that you're dealing with. So be really, really cautious, Aquarius. Don't sedate yourself is what I'm hearing. Like, don't sedate yourself to make something work. Because I feel like this might be a MO, right? Like, we all find different ways to avoid. It doesn't specifically have to be substance. You know, we can just refuse to look at something. We can distract with work, with our career, with the million things going on in modern day. But what I'm hearing for you is be really mindful about this energy. Yeah, because there's just like, it's saying let it go. I feel like there might have been some type of resolution that came into play. It was enough to make you feel like, okay, like settled, appeased, etc. But there's also this element, like it's like saying, what I keep hearing is like not everything is cleared up. It might appear that way, but not everything is cleared up. And with this 10 of Swords, this is talking about repeating the same cycle over and over and over again. Especially with this 4 of Cups, 8 of Cups energy. That's like some of the most despondent energy in the deck. Despondent meaning like when we are not taking advantage of the opportunity that's in front of us. When we keep, it's almost like, I know this is kind of like a, not the most favorable analogy, but it's like hitting our head into a brick wall over and over and over again, hoping for different results. And unfortunately, that's not there. I feel like you're going to see that eventually. Like I said, you might be getting some appeasement right now. Yeah, and I think that makes sense with your 7 of Coins. It's like you're just waiting to see. Maybe you need another... like sometimes like I get this, right? Like sometimes it's like I feel this instinctually, I'm intuiting this thing, but I just need to see. Sometimes we need that confirmation, especially when we're coming from a more clear-headed, clear-sighted space where maybe before it was like, yeah, this makes me feel this way, but I'm not 100% certain. I feel like you're a lot more grounded now. This could be dealing with home, family. Hierophant is our spiritual traditions, our legacy, dealing with higher authority, our morals, our values. A lot of that is coming into play for you, Aquarius. And that's where I feel like you're not really making a choice one way or the other. I feel like you want to see how much action and emphasis this other person is putting behind things. You could be dealing with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is someone who's making a lot of plans or says that they are. Whether they're actually doing that, I feel like this is more them running their mouth, if I'm honest. Like, they might be saying all the right things, but in actuality, I'm not really sure that they're showing up that way. Yeah, there's that confirmation with that Knight of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Someone who's very emotional, maybe has the best intentions, but their follow through is incredibly lacking. You could be dealing with a couple different energies, or even having someone new come in to challenge this Knight of Swords. Because with the Knight of Cups comes love, poetry, romance, all the feel-good things. It's going to be someone who makes you feel so good. Someone who is the complete antithesis of this Knight of Swords. Because the Knight of Swords is a lot more analytical, rational, not really emotional. And there's like some hiding, you know. Actually, this was kind of coming through a similar energy in the Capricorn reading. So you could be on the Capricorn Aquarius cusp. I don't feel like you are intentionally searching for someone else or something else. I feel like it falls in your path while you're waiting. While you're waiting to see how things go, how it shows up, what's going to come in, what is this person doing? Are they really going to do what they say, etc.? And you have a lot of energy there. I mean, I think it like kind of messes with you emotionally, 100%. I get that. Yeah, these are like some of the most emotional cards in the deck. Like this feeling of it kind of messing with your mind and then not really knowing how to handle it in reality. That Temperance is we can see it, we can sense it, we can feel it on this energetic plane. But if it's not right in front of our face, it's like a little bit of a mind F, I'll say, right? Where it's like it's almost like I swear this is what it is, but then the person's not doing it. So you're like, am I crazy? No, you're not at all, Aquarius. You know it. You feel it. I think you just don't know what to do with it, especially if this person is giving you, saying to you everything that you need to hear, every reason why you shouldn't think, feel, believe in what they're doing, blah, blah, blah. It's like a lot of puffing up is what I'm hearing. King of Swords, again, that Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is you stepping into your power. You know, as a counterpart, recognizing when someone is moving way too slow. Knight of Pentacles takes their sweet time. We have 3 knights on the board. There could be multiple people in this situation. I also feel like it goes back to your original person's energy. Like just, you know, it often reminds me of someone who's like, again, they have the best intention, but their follow through, their ability, they're just taking their time, you know? And it's not because they don't want to be better for you. You guys are just in different places. And I think you seeing that, you acknowledging that is actually way more helpful for the situation because there's a lot of stress. There's a lot of burden. Let's look into that for a second. Yeah, man. I mean, you can't work with someone who doesn't want to be worked with, right? Well, I just put it back in. You can't work with someone who's closed off or shut down or not interested as much as you want to. And I feel like that's kind of your, you know, guiding light, aha moment, however you want to say it. Is just recognizing that this is who and what this person is. And you got to make a decision one way or the other, you know? You can't keep like hanging in the balance of something that's just like not serving you. And I know this is a hard energy. I get that 100%, especially if you're have family, you know, really connected to this person. If they're part of your home, your environment, it's so hard to like cut that off. Friendship and observe, you know, and this is like, to me, it just reminds me of like when we have to acknowledge that maybe the love relationship is done. There's good, there's bad with that nexus energy. There might be a lot of chemistry, a lot of attraction between you two, but I think at the same time, I'm not 100% certain that it's like really truly honoring what you want. Yeah, toxic, 100%. Thank you for that confirmation, Spirit. Not an easy pill to swallow. I'm so sorry, Aquarius. Yeah, it might just be more, you know, like surface is what I'm hearing. The lust, the attraction that you have for one another keeps you going on that back and forth. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's a really intense energy. It's basically saying this is toxic and lustful and gluttonous. There's something that it gives you that feels like so abundant, but the substance is not underneath it. It's very surface. It's very topical. It's someone who has all the glit and glamour of what you're aspiring towards. They say the right things, you know, but their actions don't match up with who and what you're trying to be. And remember, this kind of goes back to the value of your morals, you know, and who you are, like who you are as a soul and where you want to thrive in this life. And if you're not with someone who's on the same page or a similar page or has an understanding about what you want and respects that, then it does become incredibly toxic. You know, it's being in something for all the wrong reasons, right? It might feel good momentarily, but you know, just as well as I do, as soon as you walk away, you have those quiet moments, it like does not feel so good. So I really, really hope this helps you, Aquarius. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm totally sending all the love and blessings. I know these things are never easy. I'm here to help in whatever way possible. Definitely give a big thumbs up if it resonated. Drop comments below. I love to build and grow the community. Thank you for all the love and support to my channel. I totally appreciate you. Lots of love and blessings.